annually to one security executive who has demonstrated outstanding attributes and contributions to the security profession.
This year, the Lindbergh Bell Security Executive of the Year Award is being presented to Eddie Sorrells. He's president of DSI Security Services, a national security firm and a strong presence in Illinois. Eddie is one of the most aggressive promoters of our industry that, in my 47 years, I have ever seen. Through Eddie's hard work and passion, he has risen to the upper ranks of ASIS International and represents ASIS throughout the U.S. Through Eddie's presentations on multiple topics in the security industry, he has helped to lead our industry from coast to coast into the future. Eddie has currently just been made president-elect of ASIS International. And if I can say, I've known Eddie a long time. Not only does he bring instruction on changes in our industry to include our security officers' policies and procedures, but he's bringing the latest and greatest in technology, which we all know is the big thing now. There's nobody I know in this country that has been as progressive as Eddie Sorrells. And we're very honored to have him
going to college, and my father knew the local owner of a security company, and we had been friends with her family for years, and so he reached out and decided to see if there was a part-time opportunity for security work. And so I entered that field in 1991 when I was 21 as an unarmed security officer at an industrial setting.
But his dad called me and said, Al, Eddie needs a job. He just finished high school. You realize the last time I'd seen Eddie before his dad called me was a few years before. I'd seen him in a grocery store in Dothan. He was about 6'2", he was real thin, he had long hair to the shoulder. And I went, Eddie, I went, oh Lord, he won't last a week. And a young man started at a plant and worked as a security officer at a plant, 3 years, started going to college, and he was real quiet. Most people today don't know how quiet he was. He never talked, did his job. And I saw the qualities in him. And we started trying to move him up and move him out and be a supervisor and management. And he's done a lot. So that's, to me, for me to say 33 years ago, when his dad called me about a job, I said, he won't last a week. He's been with us 34 years. And our president now.
I actually met Eddie in 2012. I was a member of ASIS International, which is the largest security association in the world. And while I was a member of that association, I wasn't really involved. So I decided to become involved with what was the Security Services Council. So I joined that council, and Eddie was one of the members as well in that council. We kind of forged a relationship. So over the years, later on, I became the chairperson of that council, and then Eddie followed me thereafter as the chairperson. So he and I have been connected going back to that time. He gives a lot back to the industry. So he does a lot of speaking engagements. I've been privileged to listen in on those. He really connects with his audience, which makes him, again, something special when you can do that. At the same time, Eddie is an attorney, is his background, so don't hold him against him. He would be the first to say that, but he does bring a sense of the legal background to our industry, so I know a lot of his programs have really educated us and prepared us, whether we're a business owner or an actual employee of a organization, so that's kind of unique in that sense.
So when I look back at myself at 21, and I was performing duties, just basic access control, make sure nobody got in certain doors or making sure that only employees came in the front gate at work. You take that compared to what's happening today. The security officer of 2024 is now monitoring cameras that may be in different sites in different states. They're using electronic reporting. Right now, we're even seeing artificial intelligence being used in the security industry. So things have changed radically. I would say it's all been positive change. not just based on the tools that we can now use, but the recognition of the industry is far better now than it was 30 years ago.
Eddie Sorrell.
Well, let me begin by thanking the Illinois Security Professionals Association for this great honor. I was certainly humbled when I got the call saying I was going to receive this award, and was further humbled when I looked back at some of the recipients in the past that got this award. So wanted to first of all just thank you for what you do as an association. The work that you're doing to bring recognition to the security profession is invaluable. We need more of that. But first of all, I have to thank my DSI Security Services family for allowing me to progress not just in this industry, but with that company, investing in me and making sure that I learn those tools that I still use today. And one of the things I was thinking about throughout this award ceremony is all of us are here because we had mentors and people that poured into our life, and we certainly can look back and see the value in that. And I've had the fortune of having many mentors in my life that have gotten me to this point. And as Chief Smith said very well before, these are not awards that are individual. These are team awards. A lot of people stand on this stage with me that got me to this point. So I wanted to also thank our law enforcement partners, the true heroes day in and day out that put their lives on the line to make sure that we're safe. But I also want to acknowledge the security officers that are out there performing heroic acts day in and day out as well. One of the things that I'm passionate about, our company is passionate about, is seeing that security officers get the recognition and the respect that they deserve. So one of the things I wanted to do today is accept this award on their behalf and continue striving to make sure that we elevate that profession and make sure that we keep our community safe. Thanks once again.